14 podcast, and just when you're out, just when you are out, the Toronto Blue Jays pull you back. They suck you back in. Avery, how are we feeling, man? What a change it has been in the last 2 days.
How am I feeling? I feel awesome today. 2 wins feels like the most important wins of the season. How many times have we come on this fucking thing and had the most season-ending loss followed up by miraculous wins? I do want to be. I'm in both boats right now. I'm optimistic because that's how I am as a person. I think that's how we are. We want the Blue Jays to be good.
Yeah.
I was thinking about plans for September and October, like things to do, because I thought the team would be that bad the first 2 games of this series. And then it flips on me. We sweep Oakland. We're over 500, baby. So I'm both ways. So I'm in both boats. And I'm not going to tell anyone how to feel. I'll explain how I feel. Got shit pumped against the 2 good pitchers on the Orioles. Okay? Corbin Burns, Grayson Rodriguez. In a playoff series, you're facing those 2. Didn't even come close. One of them was an opener for the Jays, like not their ideal lineup, but for hitting, would they score 1 run both games? Burns, Rodriguez. And then you face Albert Suarez, who's 90 years old, journeyman, somehow found a 98 fastball out of his ass that I didn't know he had, but he's good. He is a good pitcher right now, but he's not Corbin Burns and he's not Grayson Rodriguez. And you don't beat him. You beat Craig Kimbrell in the 9th. So that's okay. And then you beat Cade Povich, who is like the 9th starter for the Orioles right now. He is one of their better pitching prospects, but still, he is so far down their depth chart, and you beat him. So that's the negative part. The positive part is, who fucking cares? You split. You split. Who cares? You split.
Avery, my brother, they do not ask how.
No.
They ask how many. And let me tell you.
You got to move closer in. You're quiet today.
Let me tell you. Am I good now?
Yeah, really good.
So, yeah, let me tell you, Avery. On Tuesday night, that was the lowest point I've been in a very long time. I was like, I just can't comprehend why this team is bad. Why? Like, what is going on? And then when you're just about to be out, Avery, these motherfuckers rattle off 2, pretty much besides today's 9th inning, no sweat wins.
They were tied in the 9th inning yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, they were winning that game yesterday. They were winning that game yesterday. I just don't know, man. It was just when you were like, for example, if they would have lost one of these 2 games, like yesterday and today, it's done. I think all the fans are pretty much like, all right, that's it for the season. It's kind of over. They win both, and you're looking at the standings. You're like, this team's 3.5 games behind of a wild card spot. Like, we're not in last place. I mean, we're in last place in the division, hand up, but we're not dead. You know, like if they lost one and they lost series 3-4 or 3-1, then I'd be like, all right, it's over. But they split against one of the best teams in the AL East, and they have a 500 record against this Baltimore Orioles team. So it's like, I don't know what the proper action is right now. I don't know how to feel, besides the fact that you're 2 wins away from being back to 500 when things were the worst they've ever been in a very long time. It's weird, Avery.
Yeah. Yeah. And so it felt like season over first 2 games. If we were to do a podcast after a 2-game set early, we would have, I was at probably one of my lowest. Like, where are the prospects coming from? Who's going where? Who are we getting in return? How did it end up like this? And then you realize baseball is such a fucked sport. It's crazy. Like, it can change. There's 162 and we're dead over a 10-game stretch. Crazy things can happen. Last season,
sure.
a team we were talking to Glenn, happy to have Glenn back to talk to, talking about how he doesn't think the team will be back until the negative run differential.
Sure. You can feel that.
They're going to have to rattle off 10 wins to fix this run differential.
Oh, buddy. Let's
it might just be cooked
our way in. Why? Let's Mickey Mouse our way in. Let's make the playoffs with a negative run differential.
Yeah. Two teams did that last year. Luckily, or unlucky for a Toronto Blue Jays fan, it didn't happen in the American League, and it will not happen in the American League. And every team that gets in to an AL wildcard spot will be better than the team that made the World Series from the National League last year. That's just the league we play in. That's what we have to deal with. Uh, so do I think this is a World Series team? No. But if you get in the playoffs, you have a chance to win the World
There's
Series.
no such thing as a World Series team. In baseball, there is no such thing. We had the 84-win Diamondbacks make the World Series last year. We had the Texas Rangers, who had the worst bullpen in baseball last year, win the World Series. There's no such thing as a World Series team. The teams with 100 wins yet last year, Braves, worked in the playoffs. Dodgers, worked in the playoffs. Orioles, worked in the playoffs. There's no such thing as a World Series team. There's just no meaning. It's
Just
like,
you have to be in the dance.
yeah, it's just a playoff team. That's what you are. And you get to the dance, anything is possible. Kevin Garnett style. Anything is possible. But let me tell you something. The resilience that this team actually has shown when they have kind of come back from the dead, I know for damn sure if I was in that clubhouse and I just lost the first two games to the Orioles, I got outscored 19-3 or 19-4 in the first two games. Brother, I the I don't like I'm rolling over dead. It's just that game that they played with you in attendance and Barrios pitching was such a character win. They could have rolled over. The bats weren't even really special. They didn't get going. And they won the game in a walk-off. So at the end of the day, man, it's such a long season. And I say it every pod. Hopefully we're looking back on May and we're saying, fellas, man, did we overreact in May? Hopefully we're doing that because baseball's such a weird it's such a weird sport. In the NFL, you lose 2-3 games in a row, you're kind of done, right? Like it's such a massive difference. So I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just
Let's do an exercise here. I'd like to do.
yeah.
The Baltimore Orioles or the New York Yankees are the number one team in the wild card. It's I would
That's
set,
it. That's it. Yeah, it's
I would
locked in.
set that in stone. So
Yeah.
you have right now ahead of us the Royals 37-26, the Twins 33-28. So they're wild card 3 right now, 33-28. And we have to hop a lot of teams, but here are the teams in their record ahead of us. The Red Sox 31-31, the Tigers 31-31, the Rays 31-31, and the Rangers are 30-32 as well.
It's not that crazy. You say it out loud. It really
We
is.
could be the next team in the wild card race. We could be behind the Twins. You sweep this weekend. There's a chance, unless they're playing each other, and they're not, no one is playing each other. You could somehow be the team that is first up in the wild card after this weekend. The Blue Jays have I think, no, the White Sox have done that. Played a ton of games against teams over 500, and their schedule doesn't get easier. They're the second hardest remaining schedule. It's going to be an uphill battle the whole time. Pitching depth hurt a ton. Bullpen hurt a ton. It's not going to be easy, but there's a road to this team making the playoffs.
There's a road, and the only way they could do that is by winning. That's the only way they could do that. And
Vladdy came out and said it today. I like quotes are quotes. They're gonna. I don't think his held a ton of weight today, but finally he was the guy who came out and he said it only matters about winning. Like everyone knows. But he said
it's good to hear it though.
Yeah, we just need to win more.
It's good to hear it. It's good to hear it. And Vladdy is you want to talk about guys that are stepping up as leaders that are making a difference in the team, and Vladdy's that guy. You talked about, Vladdy came out today and said all that matters is winning. There's nothing else. It's winning, winning, winning. We can't be satisfied. Oh, we're 2 games below 500. We can't be satisfied. Vladdy is giving us a reason to say, hey, this man, extend him. Let's look at Vladdy's numbers, Avery. Uh, since that tough one in Kansas City, let's pay Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and save it with me with the power, because the power will come. We saw a backside home run today. Vladdy's last 30 games, he is hitting 362 with a 444 on base and a 509 slug. When the Toronto Blue Jays are struggling and they need their big dogs to show up, let me tell you something. 2-7 has been showing up for this team when they have been struggling. And it starts today. He hits a massive, massive home run to extend the lead for the Toronto
That was
Blue
their first hit of the game.
First hit of the game.
Was the 3-run home run. And that's what the Orioles have done to us.
Yes.
Get on base by a walk, and then you hit the home run.
Save it with Vladdy's a bum, not a superstar. Trade Vladdy. Shut the fuck up.
That has been said on the show a lot because he performed poorly last season.
Yes. No, I'm talking about like right now, the people that are saying trade him at his highest value, this, that. I want to see Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hitting baseballs 117 miles an hour with my fucking kids in 5 years, 6 years, if I ever have kids, watching the Blue Jays. I want to tell them, yeah, that's our guy. I was in my 20s watching that dude. Now my kids are watching him. That's what I want to watch. That's what I want to see. Hey, Vladdy. Hey, Vladdy. He's the only one that cares. And this is no disrespect to Bo right now. Bo's scuffling, Avery. He's not playing that well. Do I think Bo will figure it out? 100,000,000%. We've talked about it. He's going to figure it out. He's a great hitter, one of the best ever. One of the best on the team, sorry. One of the best on the team.
He's a very streaky hitter over long periods of time.
Yes.
His streaks aren't usually short. Either it's a hot streak for a long time or a cold streak for a long time. That's just how Bo has been. And I think because Ross came out last week and said they want them part of the future, and I still think that that's a good thing. So, yeah, Vladdy, good for Vlad, man, being the one to kind of pick everyone up, do the job. Like IKF has been doing some good stuff as well. This is an important stretch of not A tier teams they're going to go up against, but B plus tier teams they're going to go up against. Because you have the Red Sox in a couple series going up against them. The Brewers you have, who are a good team. You have the Guardians, who are a good team as well. So it's not the top of the table teams we're about to face.
Yeah.
But these are good teams you're going to have to beat as well.
And yeah, these teams are going to have to run through to get to that wild card spot. We're talking about Boston's going to be there. Guardians, do I think they're going to be there? Probably not. I think they're going to win the division. I think Guardians are a really good team. But yeah, these teams are going to have to run through. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. I want the Toronto Blue Jays to make history. Okay? Hand up. I want to be the first team to make history and make the World Series. The Toronto Blue Jays, as of today, Thursday, you're listening to this, 28 consecutive games, they have not scored in the first inning. This is who they are battling for the record. The all-time MLB record is 31 games, held by the 1937 Boston Bees and the 1947 Chicago White Sox. 28 games without scoring.
That's the Chicago White Sox during World War II.
My grandparents weren't even in Canada when this occurred.
This isn't impossible. You have 2 series against the White Sox in there as well.
And you know what's crazy, Avery? You brought this up on Twitter. The Oakland Athletics are one of the worst teams in the first inning in baseball. The unstoppable force moves versus the movable object going toe to toe. I kind of want the Jays to hit 31.
Okay, so they'll break the record in Milwaukee on Monday, if that's how it is. Yeah, the Oakland A's have allowed 46 first inning runs this year, third most in the league. I think the Rockies were first, and the Astros. The only two teams.
We're chasing history, brother. We're chasing history. Why not?
Did any of those teams, the 1840 Cleveland Spiders, did they win the World Series or no?
Honestly, man, I don't know. I made it up. I said that the Boston Bees won the World Series that year. That's probably not true. I mean, the
No,
Red Sox did not win the World Series for like 80 years, I believe. But it's just, it's
it's
honestly, man, it's
insane.
laughable.
How do you how does it happen? You
But
can
what?
luck into runs.
But the frustrating part is, Avery, they are the best team in baseball in the second inning. They are leading baseball in runs in the second inning. How? How do you how do you have zero runs in the first, but you're just a dog in the second?
It makes
Your
no
your
sense.
best hitters hit first.
Exactly. It makes no sense because you have George Springer, Justin Turner in their huge slumps in those spots in the second inning. That has broken my brain and it is hilarious. It is very funny. Do you think they'd be the best team? I guess you need the second inning. If they played 7 innings, but you just took the front two off,
I
they'd
think
be
they'd be a
okay.
really good ball club. I really do. I just
What's the fix? How do we fix it? What
you
Coach Johnny goes into the clubhouse and you say what?
I think you tell you illusion, put an optical illusion, you start the score, you put the scoreboard in the second inning. Like,
Okay.
but the thing is, though, is like, I think how you fix it is you hit your 4, 5, 6 guys, 1, 2, 3,
I was about to say
and your one,
you
two,
flip the
three guys,
lineup.
4, 5, 6. So they're just programmed to score. It is, it's something that has never been seen before by us. Obviously, it's never happened in our lifetime. It's a franchise record, but it's so unfathomable. How do you not score in the first inning in over a month? The last time they
Can I
did it was my birthday, Avery.
can I interest you in openers for hitters potentially?
That you start off with Vogue, you go Vogues, Clement, Biggio,
Yeah.
pinch hit all of them in the second or third. They get their at bats. I actually don't hate that. I
Yep.
really don't hate that.
Yep.
I don't hate that.
We
But
got to do something.
you gotta do something. It's a crazy stat. It's there's no denying it. I will be telling. I hope in like 40 years, if we're still alive, God forbid, there's a stat that comes up on Gate 14 where who has all the copyrights to the Toronto Blue Jays games and we're televising them. And it's like the last time the Toronto Blue Jays didn't score this long in the first inning was 2024. And we're like, whoa. I
Yeah.
have yeah, that's a long time ago, brother.
That's it's got to end, man. At some point I need it to end, but it's
It's
just kind
so
of funny.
funny.
It's kind of funny.
It's a bit. It's a bit that they're doing that they're really sticking to, and it's at the end of the day, it's very, very funny. But some of the things that I didn't want to talk about, there's a little bit of discourse. I know Ben Nicholson Smith talked about it, like Phantom IL for Ernie Clement, all this type of stuff. Ernie Clement today was the reason this team won. One of the reasons why they won. If he does not get two, by the way, he's down 1-2 in that count, Avery. Not many people remember that. He's down 1-2 in the count. Second and third, I believe it was. Pretty good relief pitcher on the mound. Close game. I mean, he's scuffling at the plate. He's hitting balls in the air, not really hitting them far, just right at guys. He hits a down the line single, scores 2 runs, monkey off the back. That's the Ernie Clement we know. But I got to ask you this, gun to your head. Biggio, Ernie Clement, who do you send down for Horwitz? I think it has to be Biggio.
Oh,
Biggio has options, Abe.
jeez. Yeah, that makes the most sense. I don't I don't know. Do you think Spencer Horse is going to change the course of this team? The
No.
team needs to hit home runs.
But Avery, this is the difference because I think the Horwitz discourse.
It's happening. Like he's going to be called up at some point.
Okay, but the Horwitz discourse, Avery. This is Toronto Blue Jays fans' brains right now are recency bias where you called up Schneider and you called up Clement, and they both made massive impacts right off the bat. Clement hit 360. Schneider was on a historic, like one of the greatest runs in the history of baseball. So Blue Jays fans, rightfully so, I guess, with Horwitz's numbers, are thinking you call Horwitz up and he immediately makes a difference and the offense turns it around like they did with Schneider. I would pause there for a second. Davis Schneider had an opportunity to play every single day, right? When he got called up. Will Horwitz have that opportunity with this team right now? I don't think so. IKF is on the loose. Schneider is on the loose. Schneider's playing well. Sorry. I I do not think Horwitz is going to make a massive difference. Where whoa, this offense is now top 5, top 10 in
Yeah.
baseball in the stretch that they call him up for. I don't.
Gun,
I
gun
really
to
don't.
my head, I think they keep Biggio over Ernie, and that's gun to my head. That's just how things have kind of shaken out. Don't want that to happen. Hope that's not what we're gonna have to deal with at any point. Uh, but again, I guess Hordes is
But
getting called
Avery,
up
okay,
as a lefty. There's like 4 guys who kind of do the same thing on this team: Vlad, Horwitz, Turner, Vogelback.
hit
They're
for
all
average.
they're all the same in where sorry where they are going to be playing. Vogelback isn't going to play first base. Turner, they can't play him at third base anymore. We
No.
saw after the first couple games they put him to first instead. I guess Vlad has the versatility to play a little third, and maybe Horwitz is at first, and then Turner DHs. That could work out a decent amount. But yeah, I hope we don't have to deal with that roster decision. When Ben Nicholson Smith starts making that noise, don't know how often it kind of comes through, but he's the national writer. It's he knows the Blue Jays are talking about it as well. I don't think
Okay,
there's not
let
no
me
smoke there.
let me play the case for Ernie Clement, okay? Calvin Biggio has 3 minor league options left. We know Biggio. My camera just turned, didn't it? Sorry. Calvin Biggio has 3 minor league options left, right? He is a guy that is better when he plays every day. Is there a spot for him to play every day on this team? No, right now there isn't. You have Schneider who plays left. They're kind of throwing KK once every 3 days, Avery, 4 days. You got Schneider in left. You got IKF who is buzzing. Kevin Biggio with 3 minor league options left. In his last 7 games, he's hitting 231. In his last 15 games, hitting 188. In his last 30 games, he's hitting 132. This guy is clearly struggling at the plate. And the only way you could get him right, get him back, is by playing every day. And there is no option for him to play every day. Ernie has shown, he showed today, he is fine coming off the bench and at least making an impact on the team. Ernie's numbers are better than Biggio's. Ernie's defense is up there, is better, if not the same with Biggio. I think you have to keep Ernie Clement. I'm not saying that because he's one of our good friends. I just truly do think it'll be a mistake if they send down Ernie Clement. I really do, or DFA him and another team picks him up. I really do.
Um, yeah, I can get down with that. The Biggio thing is he's very versatile, and you can use him everywhere in the field, and they're not using him at all. Like what's kind of the point of having all that versatility and not the big bat if you don't need the versatility? If you
The
have
only
other
case you can make for him is him being a lefty, but you call up Horwitz. That's a lefty right there for you. You know what I mean? It's the
yeah,
options game. It's not a personal thing with Biggio. It's the options game, Avery. He has 3 options left.
yeah, I think you would go down and kill minor league pitching. I do.
And then if
The
Horwitz scuffles and he's not good in a role where he's not playing every day, you just send Horwitz back down.
Yeah, I mean you're making sense. I can't say that what you're thinking is
I mean, a
wrong.
132 average in your last 30 is a 132 average in your
No, but
last 30.
what's Ernie been his last 14, last
Let's see.
7? Because the Ernie swings right now are seem to be just hit to outfielders, like not in
Yeah,
the gap.
Ernie's at 143. It's just
Yeah.
they're both scuffling.
Yeah,
They're
I don't
both
think it's a massive thing to talk about
yeah.
because they're not making as big of an impact as we'd want right now.
Yeah.
So if you think someone else can do it, I think that's what the team's gonna want.
Yeah. I'm with you right there, Abe. It's a weird conversation to
It's
have because
like it's
both
like when they were fighting over the Espinal Ernie thing, kind of in spring training. Sure, we thought Ernie was a better player. The numbers are still better for him, but full season impact, how much is that guy going to be doing for your win loss records if he's going to get 200 plate appearances? Right.
yeah.
So that's kind of where I am with things. Um, anything else big game by game? Oh, the opener was dumb as fuck on
The
Tuesday. Sorry, the opener was great. The decisions for everyone else after that was insane. And he was set up so well. Richards to go his 2 innings, done. Henny to come in after, sure. and then he gives up runs, and then you bring in Bowden Francis, who you bring him in the middle of an inning. It was the most obvious you should start a guy at the start of an inning, and then Bowden comes in and gives up a home run.
Yeah.
That pissed me off how that kind of deployed. Um, that's what
Were
I
you
have to say.
necessarily happy with were you happy with the lack of usage of Trevor Richards? I mean, he only went 2 innings, didn't really throw that many pitches. He was cruising. Would you have liked to see him go one more?
Well, he's one of your better relievers at this point. You you're playing a 4 game set against a division team. I don't think you want to blow him after for all of that. Like Bowden's the one who needs to put the innings on his arm and take the brunt of the innings in that game. So I think you're trying to keep Trev live for some of the later games. And that I don't know if I would do that. Like it's always funny to look back and say, hey, this is a good move or this wasn't. He was cruising, did his job. It was still 40 pitches through two. It was a lot.
Yeah.
So I think it was kind of the right move. It's going to show how tough that fifth starter is going to be to fill now. Yariel Rodriguez threw a couple innings. I think he's the next up. Like that's going to be his role again. He gets back and he's a
Okay.
starter.
Okay. Yeah, Yariel's the clear cut. I think Yariel has stepped ahead of Bowden Francis,
Yeah,
obviously.
Bowden,
That's
the
not,
home run troubles, man. It's just everything just seems to end up in the middle and they hit it the farthest you've ever seen. So I still think he's a good arm, man. Some tweaks to get out of the middle, maybe some on the rubber stuff, but yeah, the home runs are long when Bowden gives them
oh,
up
when
right
when
now.
when he gives up the bombs,
He doesn't get cheated really,
he
which
gives up
sucks.
some fucking moon bombs, brother.
Yeah.
He gives up some moon bombs, but Yariel was great in AAA as well, which is another massive thing. It's it it's a good problem to have when Yariel's doing well and you got Trevor Richards who could obviously slot into that role and be
I
great.
no longer think it's a good problem to have. Like it's a desperation. We need you to be good at this point. Save the season type stuff.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
good. It was good when Yariel was in the minors when you had Manoa coming back and some other stuff
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
Can we
The
can we
Manoa
talk
injury
about
sucked.
Kirk's game on yesterday as well?
Yeah, I was gonna go game by game, but I don't even think we could really we should go game by game because the last two games were such positive vibes. The first two were just such a torrential down, like
You
just
have
a
to forget about those two
yeah. You
first
have
games.
to
If
forget
you care
about
about
them.
your mental health, shut them out.
Yeah, you have to forget about them. But
Alejandro Kirk is fucking good, man. He's he put together 4 great swings. There was a chance for him, the double play. Biggio gets the second, and then he hits a ball that I thought could have gone out to right field, gets him over, and they get him in to score. He threw out another runner today, like below league average pop time. Sorry, his pop time was quicker than the league average. The next guy stole right after, got such a good jump that he had no chance. But Alejandro Kirk brings so much, and the line drive swing was there. I thought he was making loud contact.
I wanted to talk about that at bat when you were at the game. Second and third, one out. The old Alejandro Kirk either strikes out or grounds out to shortstop there. He puts a ball in the air to center field against a pretty good pitcher and scores the run, gives the Blue Jays, I believe, the lead or ties the game. I believe it was the tie for the game. It was to tie it 2-2.
Yeah. They each scored 2 runs in the second inning.
Yeah. So that was a great swing. And another guy who's slowly starting to figure it out, who I also want to talk about, Justin Turner's starting to put good swings on the ball again. He really is.
Yes. Yeah.
He's starting to figure it out. It's just right now the Toronto Blue Jays, the problem is, and I don't know if it's like this everywhere in the league, probably is for every single team. When Justin Turner's scuffling, he's scuffling. It's
Oh,
it's it's
he stands no chance.
he's late on 92. He's swinging at low and away pitches where has no business hitting, where he doesn't swing at when he's hitting well. Uh, he's had some good at bats today as well. Little soft liners up the middle, soft liners to left, which is fine. Whatever. Put the ball in play. He's looked pretty night and day compared to what we saw last week this time, right? Like way better.
Yeah, 100%. You need those guys. You need the supporting cast to be on base for when Vlad gets up, when Davis is up there as well. Are you think it? I think Vlad should be hitting in the two hole right now.
Vladdy's at bats are unreal. His on base is over 400, like I mentioned in his last 30 games. He is getting on base at an alarming rate.
Yeah.
OPS is getting close to like 830, 840. Avery. He's really figuring it out. Yeah, I'd move Vladdy to the 2 hole. What do you do with Bo? Because right now they have Bo in the 4 hole, and it
Yeah,
seems
dude.
like it's just not working.
They're dying to have someone take over the 4 hole and not move out of there.
Because Jano in the 2 hole is kind of struggling right now as well. He's kind of switching stuff up. He shaved his beard or
Yeah.
shaved his goatee. He's scuffling a little bit right now too. So I'm not really sure what you do with Bo. 6 hole?
I don't know. I don't make the lineup, but moving Varsho for two from 2 to 7 every other game is also dumb to me. Just let him settle somewhere.
It's not good for a hitter when you don't know really where you're hitting in the lineup, right? Like where
Yeah,
you
like
don't know.
IKF shows up every day and they say, "Hey, you're gonna hit eighth," and he's like, "Okay, I know."
Yeah.
I know my routine. I know I'm gonna hit in the third inning probably because we're not gonna get any runs in the first,
Yeah.
and I can get on with my day like that. I think I'm just complaining a little bit to complain. Uh, Lineup construction sometimes doesn't matter. We talked about how George Springer being in the leadoff spot mattered a lot, but he's been okay too. No, no one but Vlad has taken their position and just run with it at this point. So we need
Schneider solidified himself a lot, right?
100. Oh yeah, the being able to hit those doubles and stuff like that is good for Schneider. So yeah, Schneider lead off, Vladdy hitting 2 or 3, and then everyone else. It's like please hit so well that we have to move you up. Jano
Just
did
put him
that.
in a random generator.
Yeah, Jano did
Like
that and got him into the 2 hole. Struggling a little bit right now, but that's baseball, man. Up and downs, manage them, and be able to win baseball games still.
I'm not sure if I like Varsho in the 2 hole though. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of it. He's kind of struggled in the 2 hole this season. I like Varsho maybe 6, 7 area. Feels a little bit better. 5. I know you can look up what he's hitting in each spot in the order.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'll do that now.
but yeah, Dalton Varsho in the 2 hole for me seems like maybe it's just because we watch every game, and it's like maybe he's not doing bad, but I feel like he's struggling in the 2 hole. Is he?
Uh, okay, let's go. He hits 154 in the 2 hole.
Yeah, that's just not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. That we found the first inning problem, folks.
Yeah, he has 8 hits in the 2 hole. He has 6 home runs in the 7 hole, and he hits 286.
Hashtag Varsho to 7. Uh, Last guy I wanted to talk
But
about.
you want Varsho to be up there because you think he makes that much impact,
Yeah.
right? When you have him hitting 7. So, all right, Schneider lead off, Vlad second or third, Varsho seventh, IKF eighth. Those are penciled in.
Yes. And speaking of the 9 hole, we gotta have to talk. I'm not sure I I will go to the grave agreeing with this Kevin Kiermaier signing for this season. I really don't. The Kevin Kiermaier signing boggles me, Avery. One, and let me bring you the points here. One, Varsho plays center field the same as Kevin Kiermaier, pretty much. Very good defensive, one of the best defensive guys. He hits better. He hits from the same side as him, and he provides substantially. You need Varsho playing every day for this team to be successful. When you have Kevin Kiermaier in this lineup, you got to move Varsho to left, potentially take Schneider, put Schneider at second. You have to move someone out of the lineup because you got to make room, all that. I do not agree with this Kevin Kiermaier signing the slightest bit. You paid $10 million for this guy when you had Tommy Pham waiting to be signed, who is raking and is an outfielder who hits well. Has
Yeah,
had a history of
I'll
hitting
do
well.
another thing for just Varsho playing over Kevin Kiermaier. He's hitting 256 against lefties. He's a better left-handed hitter this season than he is against righties, and that was kind of the main thing. He got all of his bunt hits last season. He made his average nice against lefties. Yeah, I mean, I probably just play Varsho every day and deal with it because he's kind of unplayable sometimes when it's not. Hey, we need to play great defense. It's the bat's not there. It was a great season last year with the bat, and that's just kind of gone and passed us by. Sure, we can say it's bad, but he's on the baseball team. You got to deal with it now, which
Yeah.
sucks.
And I love Kevin Kiermaier. I've talked about I love Kevin Kiermaier, obviously.
Awesome
But at
dude.
some
And
point, you gotta play guys that make you help you win. Does Kevin Kiermaier make you win in center field? Sure, but so does Dalton Varsho.
Yeah. Well, with all the home runs they're giving up, all he's doing is just fucking watching
Yeah,
them go.
exactly. Exactly. But
There,
another
I
thing,
didn't think there was enough huge upside guys on the roster. It was always a decent floor. The upside was never spectacular. And I think that's more where I want to be disappointed than they're just underperforming right now.
yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I think there needs to be chase some upside with some high floor mixed in there, and it was just a lot of floor guys.
Yeah. So let's go into some of the merch stuff. The merch has been shipped this week. So if you ordered stuff for Gate 14, it'll be on the way. It'll be en route. Hopefully you get it by next week. We appreciate you all. Sold tons of hoodies, tons of t-shirts in both brands. So we do love you guys and appreciate you guys. And we got some new logos cooking up here. A little we're going with the exclusive route. I'm kind of thinking for this logo, we do just one drop. That's it. You can only buy it for 2 weeks and that's it. Then they're gone like the thick Jesus stuff.
I can get down with that. Cam Law is
Wow,
is
he's
the
a wizard.
best ever.
He's a
I just
wizard.
sent him the 92 World Series logo and I said that can we work something with this, and he made magic. That guy rocks. So
The best to ever do it.
yeah,
One of the
shout out
best,
to Cam.
easily the best to ever do it. But uh, let's do giveaway winner for the City Connects. I had the winner. You didn't do one?
No.
Okay. The winner is drum roll. It is Jacob Raphael Reeton from Vaughan, Ontario. He's an athlete. Great bio. Love that. Love putting the athlete in the bio as a Snapchat in the bio. I pushed the Vaughn Vikings. You won the jersey. I will not be DMing you. We will not be DMing you. We'll be checking your loyalty. You have to DM us. You say, I'm the winner. And if he doesn't DM us, next man up mentality. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. We got to check who's the loyal ones here. So congratulations to Jacob for winning the City Connect jersey. Hopefully it's a Schneider one. And yeah, congratulations on that. We'll be doing tons of stuff like that for the rest of the year, obviously. And I'm fired up for that. But let's go into the series preview here. We have the Oakland Athletics, Bassett revenge game Friday night, Friday, late one. Late one. I can't be streaming. I have a birthday from my great friend Emma. Happy birthday, Emma. Let's go into the preview here. We got Bassett versus Harris, Gossman versus Medina, and the Jays are to be announced versus Mitch Spence. I believe it'll probably be Bowden maybe or Trevor Richards again, depending how the games go.
Yeah, probably the same thing.
Sweep. Let's get our second sweep of the year.
Have to win the series. Jays win 2-1.
2-1, and they go one game below 500 going into Monday against the Brew Crew. Let's go. I'm excited to see those the massive foul territory they have there.
We're going to see Mason Miller one game, and that's the game they lose.
I'm not excited to face Mason Miller.
No.
At all. That's going to be, imagine him against Justin Turner.
IKF hitting a home run off Mason Miller is going to be.
Imagine Mason Miller against Varsho and Justin Turner, who can't hit elevated fastballs. I want to see Vogelbach go toe to toe with Mason Miller.
I would like that. Power on
power.
power.
Power for power, mono y mono. Let's get those two guys going at it, huh?
I like that.
Let's get those two guys going at it. But I'm saying the Jays win 2 of 3. Or I'm going to say they sweep. Fuck it. Sorry, sweep. They sweep. Positive vibes only.
Let's go, John.
Let's go. And lastly, to our Alberta listeners, good luck to the Oil. Good luck to the Oil this weekend.
Loyal to I don't want.
If you are from Alberta and you're an Edmonton Oilers fan, and I hear you complain about the Blue Jays, shut up. Shut the fuck up. You are in a Stanley Cup final with one of the greatest players ever. All right? I don't want to hear it. Save your complaints for someone else.
You're cheering for the Oil?
I'm loyal. I'll be loyal to the Oil.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about the Panthers. I want the Oilers to win.
Yeah, let's get McDavid a championship, huh?
Why
not?
I agree with that.
Why not? But anyways, we're gonna cut it now to Gate 14 after dark. I'm pumped for this one because I'm excited to see where the vibes are like here. I really am excited to see what the vibes are like. But we're cutting it to that. Make sure you guys download, subscribe, leave a review. Thank you guys so much for the support, man. The live streams have been crazy. The solo one I did was unreal. Tons of people in it.
It's crazy how much people stay when they actually win games.
Yeah, it's wild. But love you guys. Let's cut into Gate 14 After Dark. I'm excited for this. And now we go. All right, Gate 14 After Dark. Before we go into it, happy birthday, Sam. Someone tweeted us wishing them a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Sam. We're going to start off here. Matei. Let's start in hot. Let's start in hot. Matei, what do you got for us, brother?
You think they're going to be good today? You think we're going to
I
connect
think
on
they'll be
time?
good. Let's hear it. Turn that mic on, King.
How are you boys?
I'm doing good. Doing good. What's up?
Well, before I start, just want to say thank you guys for doing so many podcasts. I think so many people can agree it's a great part of our day when we hear them.
Thank you, man.
My question for you guys is, say the Jays stay competitive, barely miss the playoffs or make the playoffs. What's one move you'd want them to make this offseason that isn't re-signing someone or extending someone?
I think a power bat's needed. I think obvious. I mean, that's not a hot take. They definitely need a power bat going into the next year. If their power numbers stay as low as they are, and Vladdy just continues to be like a average guy, which is fine, an average like a singles doubles guy. I don't know what player on the market I'd target. Originally, I would have told you Alex Bregman, but Alex Bregman's turned into a pumpkin this year. Uh, it has to be some sort of power bat who doesn't give a fuck about defense. That's the biggest thing for me right now is probably a power bat. Avery, where are you at?
Yeah, there needs to be some upside and some power. If they're not going to hit for the best average in the world, you need to hit home runs to score some runs. The free agent class isn't fantastic either, besides the top end guys. But yeah, to of the guys we missed out on this year, the one that were kind of it's like Jock Peterson would have been nice to have instead of
Yes.
Vogelback, probably, right? But not a lot of those deals we're looking back on like, oh, this team would be so much better if we have those guys. I think that's kind of where we need to go.
Thank you for calling in, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks, boys. Have a good one.
See you, right.
Next one, we have RSGC Campbell Hamilton. Not sure what that means.
What's up, boys?
Uh,
How are we?
what's up, man? What's this name? What is this?
That's my school. That's my school.
Okay, what do you got for us?
All right, so there's my camera on too.
What a handsome lad, Avery.
Yeah, what's
What
up,
a
buddy?
handsome lad. What do you got for us?
This minor league system, like what? I mean, there's some good guys down there. I mean, you guys have talked about how they're sort of not really good guys, but Davis Schneider, I personally didn't hear of him before he came up and hit that home run his first at bat. What are we thinking about the minor leagues?
If I were you, I wouldn't look at the averages for the Double A and the A Toronto Blue Jays minor league system guys. Not the greatest. If this is a true circle, Avery's more of the prospect guy, but obviously you got a Horowitz. You got Addison Barger, who didn't have that much success here, but he wasn't playing that much. Avery, who I mean,
I think there's a lot of really good young guys who are like Dominican Summer League, Complex League guys. The mid tiers aren't that exciting to me right now. There's not a lot of there's not like a 20-year-old in Double A who's tearing the cover off the ball that we're trying to get up right now. It's you have the older guys who are in Triple A or Elvis, like that, and Leo. I just the middle isn't great. The older guys are on the cusp. They need a place to play at some point here, and I think they have some really good young guys. It'll be an interesting draft as well. So I want them to build a little bit more, but I think it's into some player development that we need to find some gems.
thank you.
Minor leagues.
Yeah.
Also, hopefully Joey Votto can make crepes soon, too.
Yeah, would be yeah. There's this one prospect, Joey Votto, who rolled his ankle on a landmine 2 months ago. But
Yeah.
what's your name, brother?
Campbell.
Campbell. All right, Campbell. Listen, if you are a female listener of Gate 14, this is we got a man rocket alert. Make sure you stay in school, get those grades up, King, and keep doing your thing, man. We appreciate your support, brother.
Thanks, Campbell.
Love you, boys. See ya.
Easy, man.
Bye.
Great caller. Great caller. Next one, we'll go into Rocco, OG Gate 14 guy. Rocco, what's up, brother? You're on Gate 14 After Dark. What do you have for the boys? Uh-oh.
If Rock can't get his mic to work, we're
Yeah,
toast
we got
here.
problems.
I'm here.
Oh yeah, you are. Holy
What's up,
shit.
Rocco?
Going
What do you
on,
got?
boys? How we doing?
Good, man. Good.
Good. How about that Toronto sports team?
They're good. They're good. Good right now. 2-0 in their last two.
Love to see that. Ave, this one's for you. It's kind of a two-parter.
Okay.
I'm wondering where you got all that aura from, and what advice would you give to the kids that are trying to achieve that same level?
Baby Gronk level aura.
That's insane.
Aura points.
That's insane. Be yourself. You know, Don't try and be like anyone else. I don't know. I just fucking I show up and I
Show
do
up,
do normal
lawyer,
things.
girlfriend. Avery just has it all, man.
You got to fight for that. You got to work hard. I have no aura points, man, but I
Baby
appreciate that.
Gronk has like 700.
I know. How do you get on his level?
Does Big Justice have that much aura?
Uh,
No,
no, he doesn't. He doesn't
no,
have
he doesn't.
he doesn't have
Big
juice
Justice
like
has
that.
a. Yeah, I'm a Big
Johnny would
Justice.
do that to his kid though, like put him on socials an insane amount, like Baby Gronk's dad would.
Yeah, I would do that. I'd probably go Baby Gronk style. Rocco, thanks for calling in, brother.
Thanks, boys. One thing before I go, Italy's gonna defend that Euro title. Dr.
Yeah.
Annette's gonna be in shambles because of it.
There we go. Thank you, Rocco. There we go. Wow. All
Can
right.
you do a
Yeah,
quick little Euro preview?
we'll do that next Sunday.
Okay. All
Next one, we got Michael. Michael calling in. There we go. Got Avery with the oral points. We have so many callers right now. Holy shit. We're gonna try to get to everyone. Do not leave. I know you can't hear this, but do not leave. Michael, you're on Gate 14 After Dark, man. What do you want to say to the people? What do you want to say to the people? Mike's on mute.
Mike's on mute.
Hopefully you're not going on a tangent right now and no one can hear you. Are we does Michael have a little bit of stage fright here?
Yeah,
That's
I think so.
you're saying. Michael, you got 3 seconds, my friend.
Count them down.
3, 2, 1. First removed caller. That's fine. That's staying in there. He'll know he missed it. Next, we got Sam. I think this is the Sam that we know.
This has got to be the Sam that we know.
This has got to be the Sam. Sam, what do you have for us,
Sam
man?
loves calling into shows.
Yeah, you have a couple hot takes, I'm assuming, Sam. What do you have for us?
What's going on, fellas?
Oh, different Sam.
Oh, different Sam.
Let's
What
go.
the fuck
Different
are you
Sam.
wearing? What
Red
the hell?
Sox.
Hand up. Red Sox, big Red Sox fan.
Okay. What do you have for us, Sam?
I tapped into the live stream yesterday and I asked this Johnny, but I kind of want to hear Avery's input on it too. With some of the other teams making some moves like Phillies, Astros, Yankees, when do you think the Jays need to start making some moves here?
Oh, 2 weeks ago, if they really wanted to change things, would probably be the best one.
Yeah.
Like the whole theme of this season was bet on the guys to be better, and hasn't worked for the first 2 months. I think they're just going to keep running it until everyone's ready to give up guys on the cheap. Right now, you're getting 3/4 of a year based instead of half a year when you move at the deadline. So that they don't really have a ton of prospects they want to move off of right now. So that's why I don't think they're really looking at making moves right now.
Yeah. I think you can't be reactionary this early. But it's starting to get we're a month away from July, so you can't. It would be kind of dumb to not at least take some waivers, take some flyers on some teams, call in, see where some GMs' heads are at. But
well, I think that they're receiving more of the calls than they're putting out at this point, based on how things are going.
Yeah. Thank you for calling in, Sam.
Yeah. Take care, boys.
Hey, go Sox, eh?
Yes, sir.
Do you think fucking Fan 590 is getting callers from other teams? I don't think so.
That does rock.
Miranda, what's up? You're on Geek 14 After Dark. What do you got for us?
Oh no, there's
Mike's on mute. There it is. Off. What's up, Miranda?
Hello, I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing good. What do you have for us?
Well, we had a good game today, I think.
It's a great game, some may say.
Yeah.
Little dubski.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Yeah. So what do you got? You got any questions? Any comments? What are you thinking?
What am I thinking? I don't know.
You don't know what you're thinking. I mean, we got to take callers here. What's up?
Wait, who do we play next? I forget.
Oakland this weekend.
Okay, we are going to sweep them.
Okay.
We are going to sweep and Milwaukee.
Oh, 6 in a row. It's actually 8 in a row. It technically be
6 in a row.
There we go. Thank you, Miranda, for calling in. We appreciate you.
For sure.
Have a great day. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too.
See ya. Great caller. William. I'm not going to say last name. I almost said it.
You always want to say the
I
last
almost
name.
said the last name. William, what do you got for us, man? Again, tons of callers here. Let's we have like 12 people to go. William, what's up, man?
Yeah, first time, long time. Great to talk to Johnny and Abe. Really the point I want to bring up is we're all horny for Horowitz, as we know. So what do you think is going to be the counter move to get him on the team? Do you think we see Danny Burgers out of town? Do you think Cavan goes down to AAA, or unfortunately, do you think it could be Ernie? That's all. I'll hang up and listen.
Thank you, man. Yeah. So
First time, long time makes me feel really good. I love it.
That hits like crack. That hits like crack. We talked about it on the pod. We just recorded it. I think the only move that makes sense. Biggio has 3 options left. I think you maybe send Biggio down. The Vogelbach one. Vogelbach's not going anywhere. Vogelbach's not going anywhere. They had that guy hitting in the 4-hole 3 days ago. They're not. They're not sending
4-hole to DFA. It would be an insane route for him.
Would be just an absolute roller coaster of emotions for that guy. I think Biggio probably makes a lot of sense.
Ben Nicholson-Smith floated the Phantom IL with Ernie.
Yeah.
If that was going to happen. I don't want to see him go, but it's Biggio and it's Ernie as the 2, I think.
A sneaky one if contracts didn't matter would be Kiermaier.
Yeah, we talked about that. It's he's just if Kiermaier's not here, you have Horwitz up every day, right?
I mean, Kevin Kiermaier's making $10 million, and Ernie and Cavan aren't making $10 million. I think that would be how can you say to the owners, hey, we just signed this guy for $10 million. We don't want him on our team. He's done nothing wrong but been great and loved the city. We're going to cut him in June.
Yeah,
you
can't do it.
That's
maybe instead of cutting him, that hip starts barking.
Yeah,
we can blame it a little easier on Father.
That could be a Phantom IL stint that I could see.
Because he already was on the IL for a hip injury, if I'm not mistaken, this year.
Yeah, he
so
was.
You can always
go on the IL 3 times in a year until your season's done, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for calling in, William. Appreciate you, brother.
Pleasure.
Or is that an NFL? That's an NFL rule. That's not even MLB.
No, it's not. That was a great call. Yeah, it's a tough decision the Jays have to make, man. At the end of the day, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know if Horwitz is actually on a plane to Oakland. I have no idea. Jack, do the outfit on
driving.
Hello? You guys hear me?
What's up, Jack?
I couldn't miss it, man. Gate 14 forever.
There we go.
I got one question for the boys. So we go 4-7 on this week's homestand. I was in the building Friday, Sunday, and Tuesday. And all I got to say now is if the boys sweep in Oakland, we have a winning record of 33-32. So what are the odds that we have a Spencer Horwitz on this plane? I don't know if it's already been spoken about in the previously before me, but it's one topic that I'm very interested in hearing some different opinions about. Because I know he's smacking the ball, and I know Vladdy's doing very well at his position, whether it's the bat or the glove. But I mean, I think a lefty power bat like that here and there could do us some pretty good numbers.
Yeah, we talked about it. It's a weird situation here. I'm not sure if Horwitz comes up and makes that massive difference everyone's thinking. Everyone has Schneider brain, where David Schneider came up and was the best hitter in baseball, player of the week.
No, fully agree.
So I'm not sure if he'll play today. I'm not sure there's a spot for him. He'd probably play the Danny Burgers role where he's like DHing, or he'd probably play the Turner role where he's playing first and Yeah, Avery talked about on the pod. You have tons of guys that play the exact same role he has, right, Avery?
Yeah, and I don't think he's the power bat that everyone thinks he
is. He is an average hitter, right?
Yeah. But I mean, at this point where we don't have a lot of those average hitters, we could use a couple more for sure. But I mean, the vibes aren't nearly as down as they could have been if the boys threw that game away today.
Yeah, exactly. Jack, thank you for calling in. Great jersey, man. Great tarp. Appreciate your support, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for the time.
Easy, buddy. Sager,
you said you're not going to do last names.
I did last names. My bad, brother. Jordan, what do you got for us, man?
All good, fellas. I missed the game today, unfortunately, because I was at work. But, always nice to see Vladdy going yard. Vladdy's been really good as of late. And I think I found the solution to fixing the Blue Jays. Why not bring them out on a team outing? Whether that's the whole team going mini putting, playing Laser Quest, let them have fun outside of work. Staff outings boost the morale, make everyone have more fun. So why not?
I think this. I will say this, Jordan. I think this plane ride to Oakland there will be a lot of fun had on this one. If I know the guys, 5 hours away, 5-hour flight. They're boozing on this flight right now. They're fucked up on this flight,
and they have a late game tomorrow.
Yeah, they're getting fucked up on this flight. So that will boost it. A happy flight is always the solution. I think tonight will play a massive role. in that. I think going out with the boys is always, it fixes everything. So I agree with you though. The vibes are good though. We've talked to some of the guys. The vibes are good. It's just things aren't going well right now, but only 2 games below 500 and they're at a low point right now in the season. So I think things will be okay. I really do. Jordan, thanks for calling in, brother. I appreciate you waiting.
Thanks for having me in Gate 14 forever.
Let's go. Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. Next up, we got TK.
There we go. Boys, this one's more for Johnny because Avery, I know you got a girlfriend and everything. Johnny, I know you've struggled to find love on top of the Corona rooftop patio. But have you checked out the MILFs at Park Social?
I have not. So a lot of my friends, a lot of people out there will say Johnny's a mom guy. It's a false narrative. It's a false narrative that people have about me. But yeah, I'll try out Park Social. I mean, I'm 0-9 at Corona Rooftop, or 0-1,000,000 probably, as the kids say. But I will definitely give it a try. I'll give it a try. TK. Have you had success there? Is that why you're mentioning it, or you're just browsing?
Oh, I'm just browsing.
There we go. TK.
I appreciate it, Johnny.
TK, thanks for calling, man. I appreciate you.
Game 14 forever.
There we go. Easy, buddy.
Oh, geez, boys. I got in. Holy fuck.
There we go.
All right. Yeah, what I was thinking of asking you boys, and I'm not really sure what everyone else was saying right before this, but do you guys think that it's going to take John Schneider getting fired this year for us to actually get anywhere? Because, like, I don't know, man. Like, it just seems like every time we take a couple steps forward, we feel all the way back. But, like, I don't know. I'm saying give Pistol Pete a chance at the helm. What do you guys think?
Oh, the amount of ejections if Pistol Pete was the manager would be absurd. I think Pistol Pete's just a good pitching guy. I think is. Yeah. It's like when you move that offensive coordinator in football to become a coach and he sucks. I think Pistol Pete is just a good pitching coach. John Schneider, he's working with the hand he's been dealt.
Yeah, they've also been doing the thing where it's a collaboration. It's the worst word to describe the coaching staff, but that's all they've talked about is everyone has their hand in it. So if everyone sucks at putting the team together, everyone should go. It's not. I think John Schneider taking the fall for it isn't the right way for things to go.
And I don't know who you really replace him with.
Well, that's the thing. I just if I saw Mattingly, the offensive coordinator, take over, I don't know how I'd feel about that, honestly.
No, this team would be way worse, brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Team would be way worse. But Julian, we appreciate you, man. Thank you for calling in, bro.
No, yeah, I love the pod, boys.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. Easy, bro.
Out, guys.
Great call. Caden's next. I mean, we still have so many people in here. Holy shit. All right. Caden. Connecting to audio.
With the X.
Caden. Uh-oh. What's up, brother?
Hello. How you doing?
Good, man. Buddy? Good. What do you got for us?
So my question is, obviously this team has had a lot of struggles recently, and I think it comes down to the bullpen. At what point do we go out and get a closer? Because obviously it's been looking like, Jimmy's been a great 8th inning guy, but he hasn't looked too good in the closer role.
Yeah, it's a good question to be had. I just don't know. Are you comfortable trading a prospect for a reliever, right? A lot of instances it hasn't worked trading a prospect for a reliever across Major League Baseball. I mean, the Josh Hader signing with the Padres, I'd say wasn't really that much of a success, that trade, right, Avery? Like, he struggled with the Padres. They hated him there. He was a 1-inning merchant.
Yeah, that was the problem.
Yeah, it's just I don't know what a move for a reliever would look like, right, Abe?
Yeah, get like Kenley Jansen or something. You can't go and get one of the elite guys at this point. I don't think they do that at all. So, hey, it's pick up a gem off once they've been DFA'd. That's the move they're gonna have to make for sure.
Like a Lopez.
Yeah, for sure. The bullpen is the struggle right now. Everyone has been hurt at some point. I would love for them to make a move. I don't think they're gonna make one that is able to make that big of an impact right now.
Yeah. Caden, appreciate you calling in, man.
Caden, who do you want to pick up?
I think we just call up Aaron Sanchez.
The Sanchez. You want to see a bad bullpen piece, my friend. Let's call up the Sanchez, who was an 11.63.
maybe he performs better where he's more comfortable and used to it.
I like that. I like that.
That's a good spin zone, Kaden. Thanks for calling in, buddy. You're a beauty.
Thanks.
Have a
Easy, man. Great. The Sanchez. The Sanchez would be an unmitigated disaster. Here, Jack, quick connect to the audio. What's up, man?
Well, last couple times I was a bit slow on the draw, and
There
you
we
were
go.
like,
Now you got quick hands, fast
Yeah.
fast twitch.
I didn't want to let the boys down this time, you know. So last two times I was pretty negative. I mean, I think the season's been really weird so far. It's like I didn't go into it with much hope because I saw the team last year and the changes that we made didn't move me. I was like, okay, this looks like the same team, maybe slightly better, maybe slightly worse, maybe the same, but nothing significant. So I was like, I'm not hopeful. We have not started the year great. We're like what, like a third of the way through the season. We're still under 500. Our run differential's horrific.
Yep.
So straight up, I was not having a good time. I'm still not having a great time, but I've come to speak about a new philosophy that I'm taking towards this season, and I'm definitely not unique in this. I'm not the only person who's
Yep.
suggested this or talked about it, but I'm just gonna watch the team for what they are. I'm gonna watch the games. Maybe some of them I'm gonna turn them off early. I'm gonna be like, this game's a blowout like you guys. You turn the stream off. Respect that. You know?
The
I
problem with
respect
turning the stream off is we watch the full game still. Like I'm
I'm sure.
Dude, I
but-
sit in the exact same spot after we turn the stream off and do the exact same thing. I don't move.
I'm
It's so
sure you
stupid.
do, but I mean the extra, having to bare your soul to the public while also suffering,
tough.
that's worse. So I respect the stream off moments because I would probably do the same. But if the games are brutal, I'm just gonna turn it off. If
You're gonna miss some good comebacks then.
maybe,
But then you can
maybe
turn
I
it back
will.
on.
Yeah, that's the thing too, is I'm still gonna look at Twitter every couple minutes, because I'm a freak. But so I left the game early for the first time the other day, the 7-2 loss. My dad and I left as the ninth inning was starting, and that's the first time I've ever left a baseball game early. So if they came back in that game, I would have done some terms of service things. Anyway, so my point though is that I'm just gonna watch the team for what they are. I'm gonna find joy in the little things, in the personalities that we have on the team, in the players that I like. Um, I love Yusei. He's my guy. Uh, I was uh I was a believer in him making a turnaround to his MLB career like mid to late 22 when he was like trying to be a reliever and like was still really shit. I was like, you know what? I think he's going to turn it around. Part of it was a joke. I was like, this may never happen, but I'm just going to say it's going to happen. And it did happen, and it's great. And I feel good about it because he's I mean, you guys I'm sure have seen some of the like extra content from his like family and whatever, and he seems like such a deserving guy to kind of have this turnaround to his career and find success. And so I'm just gonna watch the team. Vladdy has been looking good. That makes me feel good. I mean, one of the worst parts was the team was performing poorly and our young guys were at the core of that. Whereas now I think Vladdy is actually playing quite well, like really well. And some of the other problems or some of the other sections of the team are kind of the core issue because, one guy, a baseball team does not make. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna watch the team.
Yeah, that's the only way to do it, Jack. Enjoy.
Jack, you've chosen your mental health, and that is smart.
That's smart. Jack, we appreciate you calling in, King. Thank you for the support, man.
Thank you again, Jack.
Thank you guys. Have a good night. Have
You
good
too.
calls. I hope
Easy,
they're
bud.
good.
There
Peace
we
out.
go. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jack. We got a little Italian paisan joining now, Vincenzo.
sorry. I'm very sorry, Johnny. I know this looks bad for us Italians, but yeah, I was at the game. I tagged you. I was. It was fun. I was in the bleachers. Yeah, saw the Vladdy home run. I jumped. I bought the City Connect jersey. It was great. It
Who'd
was
you
a
get
great
on it?
time. Vladdy. I got Vladdy.
There we go.
He
Yeah.
hit the 3-run shot. So I'm not gonna take credit, but just saying.
How's Italy gonna do in Euros?
Go back to back.
There we go.
Boys.
There we go, Vincenzo. Vincenzo, are you from the bridge?
No, I'm from Saga.
Saga City. Stand up.
Saga City, stand up. Yeah. Love you, Johnny. Love Gate 14. Avery's the GOAT. Cy Young.
Thank you, brother. Easy, buddy.
All right, let's go.
Easy, man. Great caller. Love when my paisans call in. We got Haps calling in. We got 3 more guys here, so it should be fairly quick for the people. This is 40 minutes after dark here. Haps, what's up, man? What do you got for us? What a setup.
I go 1 second. Hello?
What's up, man?
Yo, how's it going, boys?
Good, man.
What are we talking about?
What do you got for us, Hap?
Davis Snyder, best player on the planet.
Yes, sir.
Dump the team, build around him.
There we go. I'm
That's
right
it.
with you, Haps. No, we keep Schneider, Bo, and all the pitchers, and we keep this pitching staff, and we keep Vladdy.
That's it.
That's
Yeah,
it.
and then
Haps,
and
I
screw
love
the
the
management.
room. I love the
Thanks,
room,
man.
Haps. I love the room.
Thanks.
You got Bichette, Vladdy right there. You just talked about only just dumping the entire team and keeping Schneider. So those 2 guys in the
yeah.
poster behind you would be gone.
100%. Burn the posters. Next day.
Haps, listen, man. I appreciate it, man. I love the call. Do you have any? What's your series prediction this weekend?
I don't know. Hoping for a sweep, but they can never get the brooms out. It's never possible.
It's a tough. It's a
They've done
tough.
it once.
Yeah,
They've done
I
it
did it once. That's rare though, man. I don't know. It's a tough one
against a really good team too.
I don't know. They're pretty good.
Haps, man. This is electric. Thanks for calling in, brother. Appreciate you, man.
See you later, boys.
Easy, man. Easy, Haps. Great nickname.
He just
Haps.
wanted to talk, eh?
Just he wanted us to bring the convo to him. I respect it. Finn,
What's good, boys? How's it going?
what's up, man? What do you got for us?
Oh, I was just gonna ask, try to stay positive here with a huge win. Say the Jays are by July either in a wild card spot or close to a wild card spot, and they say, fuck it, we're going all in. Who's the guy you want?
Luis Robert is a guy you want.
Oh,
Yeah, that's obvious. I don't know if we can get him, but that's
No,
kind of
he's too-
obvious.
I'm trading every single human being that breathes for Luis Robert.
Yeah,
I
that's
think-
that's like
yeah.
A+ because he has decent amount of control still.
And
That's
we'd have
like-
the best outfield in baseball easily.
I'm giving up Ricky T. I'm giving up Elvis. I'm giving up Horwitz. I'm giving up Barger. I'm giving up everything.
Fuck,
for
the thing
Luis
is, though, if the
Robert.
Orioles want him or something, we can't. We just can't do it.
I'm giving up
I don't
everything, Finn. I'm giving up everything. What's your series prediction this weekend?
Series prediction this weekend. I'm gonna say 2 out of 3. I
Two out of
want to
three?
say sweep, but I don't know, man. After that Detroit series, I thought 3 out of 4, and it just didn't happen.
Who's your dream guy if they
Fuck.
want to go all in?
I don't know if we can get Robert.
I don't think
That's
we
the
can.
thing. Obviously, he's my dream guy. I don't know if we can do it. But honestly, I know we don't really need pitching, but Mason Miller fucking rocks.
Oh yeah, he rocks. We'll see.
And
him this
he's on my
weekend.
fantasy team right now, so I don't know.
We'll see him this weekend. Finn.
Absolutely.
Finn, you're electric, man. Thanks for calling in, brother.
Thanks,
We
brother.
appreciate
Yeah,
the
no
support.
problem, boys. Appreciate it.
Finn,
Later.
thank you, man. Easy, bro. All right, next one we got Serena.
Okay, well, since apparently my phone's being difficult and won't let me turn my camera on for some reason. Here we go. Wait a minute. There we go.
Let's go.
There we go, Serena. What's up?
I just want to say, you know what? I love you guys. Your podcast I found through TikTok, Johnny, and it's just it's honestly it's electric. Like you guys are fans like me. I've been a fan since the late '80s when they first opened the Dome and all that kind of stuff, right? So I just want to say shout out to you guys for doing this. It's really really cool. You're so passionate about the Jays like I am. And as far as this year goes, I feel PTSD from last year, right? It's so bad. I just like I die inside every time like you do, right? Like I'm sitting here like, oh my God, what has happened to my team? I'm just in shambles, and I'm thinking about, 92, 93, and I'm like, yeah, that was the great, glory days. And yes, I'm that old. I lived through it. But it's just, unfortunate that, the last playoff game that I went to was in 2016. And here we are in 2024. Our guys can't hit beach balls. And like Justin Turner, literally, I don't care. Hot take. That guy's the worst hitter I've ever seen. Okay. Worst hitter I've ever seen in my entire life. Like Vladdy, okay, he's getting better, right? But like, I mean, where do we go? Like, what do we do? Like,
Gotta trust their dogs. Gotta trust the dogs right now. We just split the
But like,
Orioles.
what are we gonna do? Who do you guys think like we should trade for somebody? Like these guys can't hit like consistently at least.
Yeah, it's a weird situation to be in. At the end of the day, you can't trade for 9 players. You got to trust your dogs. Like they split against the Orioles, 2 games below 500, 3 games back of a playoff spot. It's they keep pulling us back in and they keep making us believe, which I'm happy because I'm still watching meaningful baseball, but it's been bad. Avery, where are you at with it?
Yeah, you can't trade for 9 players was the best thing you've said in a while, Johnny. I like that one a lot. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. You keep riding it until the wheels fall off, and the way this team plays, the wheels fall off once a series, and they somehow put them back on, and they're okay. But yeah, you gotta. I don't think they're gonna be able to make a big enough move anytime soon that it's gonna fix the next month. So they're gonna find a way to win some games. And
Serena,
thank you
calling
for the
in.
kind words.
Yeah.
Thank you for the kind
no
words.
worries. Yeah, you know what? And Gabe 14 forever. Like honestly, and don't forget Avery to draw my name for that City Connect jersey. Just saying. Just saying.
Think about it.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you
bye.
for calling in, Serena.
Thanks, guys.
See ya. All right, last caller, Aaron. Let's bring the heat. She brought the heat. It's always nice hearing the kind words. Like we say, we do this podcast. We're just talking to each other. We don't realize the thousands and thousands of people listen. So it's cool to kind of talk with the people. Aaron, is this going to be a veto here? Where's the mic, King? Let's get that mic on, my friend.
Connecting to the audio.
You hate to see it.
He's waited the whole time. He's
waited so long. Whatever. But anyways, if he doesn't join here, we'll just cut it. Oh, Aaron.
Yeah, you got me.
What's up, man?
I got just some trade deadline things that I was looking at. I was wondering your opinion on them. Basically, I was thinking trade Kikuchi might be a great idea. We got decent starters compared to the rest of the league, so I have 2 here involving him. First of all, I'm thinking just a straight up Michael Conforto for Yusei Kikuchi. Conforto this season's hitting a 130 OPS, 7 home runs, be second on the Jays right now. Probably a good addition to the lineup, in my thinking. And my second one is a 3-way deal with the White Sox and the Diamondbacks. We would give up Big Dick Rick, Yusei, and Elvis or Barger, somebody along those lines. Trading Yusei to the Diamondbacks because they need pitching. Get back some prospects from them. Send over our prospects and their prospects for Luis Robert Jr.
I love that. Love Luis. The Yusei one's weird because Michael Conforto is not like that sexy of a name, but I know it's only half a year.
If you're trading Yusei, we're done for this season, and you got to get younger with the piece. Conforto's not the young piece you want, but someone like Robert is more of a target that you want if you're going to trade Yusei, because you're giving up on this year if Yusei is being traded.
Yeah,
that's how I think of it.
Yeah, thank you for calling in, brother. Aaron, I appreciate you putting in the effort.
I like you having the trades ready for us too.
Thank you.
I got one more thing just to say as well.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Just want to say this because I think it's insane. I just put Varsho's WAR over the full season. It's on pace for a 6.5 WAR season. That would put him like top 15 in baseball WAR wise. I just think got to give the guys flowers and playing on
give Varsho.
So.
He's been great. Aaron. Thank you for doing all the research before you called in, man. We appreciate it, man. Have a great weekend, my friend.
Yeah, you too. I appreciate it. Have a good one, dude.
Easy, man.
Yeah.
All right, we got Paul Ross actually in here, our guy. Paul Ross calling in. Paul, what's up, man? You're the last caller.
Paul's got to be able to connect to the audio.
Oh, he'll connect.
If he can't do that, we have nothing.
Paul, what's up, man? What do you got for us?
Paul, you better connect to this audio.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Paul, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Paul.
I'm finally made it. What's up?
We're good.
850, eh? Just in time.
850, just at the buzzer. What do you got?
Okay, so I think that this last month and a half has kind of shown that Vlad deserves to be extended. What does an extension look like to you?
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm not a big contract. I mean, the thing about Vladdy is I don't know if the Jays will be able to find a middle ground with Vladdy. I think Vladdy knows his worth. I know a lot of teams will be chomping at the bit to have a guy who's going to put up what he's doing right now, like 290 average, give you like a 810, 820 OPS. I just don't know if I think the Jays value him different than Vladdy values himself. I don't know if there is a middle ground they could find. I know the Jays are very stubborn in terms of contracts with it. Yeah, I'm not quite. Avery, where are you at with it?
Okay, so Vladdy already makes the 7th most of first baseman in baseball.
Yeah.
19.9 is what he makes this year. So the 6 ahead of him, Chris Bryant, Cody Bellinger, Freddie Freeman, Paul Goldschmidt, Matt Olson, Pete Alonso. Who Chris Bryant, he's better than, obviously. Chris Bryant doesn't want to play anymore, and that's fine. I think he's better than Cody Bellinger. Think he's probably better than Paul Goldschmidt at this point. But I don't think he's better than Freeman. I don't think he's better than Olson. I don't think he's better than Alonso.
Yeah.
Can we kind of agree with that?
He's
right
younger
now?
than all those guys, though.
Sure. And he's not better than Bryce Harper either.
Yeah.
Correct. Bryce Harper's as an outfielder here. So like 6 by 120 is not getting signed by Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
No.
Not even close. So we're into 6 200 probably. Like I don't fucking know, man.
Yeah, that 6 by 200's it's a good deal if he just starts if
like
at some point
6 by 180.
If you sign
I was thinking like 7 to 10.
Yeah, the thing is,
because
right,
remember
he's
he's young too. He's going to be 26 when he signs that.
Yeah, the thing is, if you get 2021 Vladdy for even 2 or 3 years of that contract, it makes it worth it. But that's a big if, right? I mean, now we're seeing a contact approach, a lot of walks, on bases up, slugging's down. It's a weird. Ross Atkins is in a very weird spot because you don't want to overpay a guy, and to kind of handcuff your team. So I'm not quite sure what it looks like, to be honest with you. I'm really not. Avery?
Yeah, I'd land on like 6 180, 7 215 is probably what it'd be. I don't want to. Maybe I'd regret. Yeah, 7 is probably what I'd land on the years. I don't think I want to do 10 with him right now, even though he's young. That would make the most sense to get him on 10. You're not giving Xander Bogaerts. You should never give him 10 years when he was 31. Signing his deal makes a lot more sense right now. But yeah, 7 years something for Vlad.
Paul, thanks for calling in, brother.
Anytime, boys. Thank you.
Easy, man. Have a good weekend. All right, that's it, folks. So, by the way, CB, Chris Bowling came when you left, Avery. We won't have that on record because I didn't record it, so you hate to see it. I didn't record that entire thing. I fucked up. But thank you guys for calling in. Love you guys. Gate 14 forever. A long pod for the weekend for the people. So, late game tomorrow. Enjoy it. Late game all weekend. So, we'll chat.
Do you want to agree to stream Sunday's game?
Yeah, we can stream Sunday's game.
Okay, I'll come back from the cottage and we'll stream that.
We will see you guys on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Love you guys. Gate 14 forever.